Hi
Hi.
guys, welcome back to our channel. We are extremely grateful for all the comments we've received on our video that dating apps are bad. We are going to discuss today a very interesting topic for us, the negative impacts of dating apps. I was very interested in the answers from the people who watched our video because most of them were men, so it's very
I
valuable.
think all of them were
And there was at least one comment from a woman.
okay.
I wanted to say that thank you because these insights are extremely valuable to us as women because most of the experience of our friends and our is female, so we don't really understand men as much. So thank you guys. Please share more with us.
Yes. So negative impacts of dating apps. Dating apps, you can watch, our previous video, and we think that dating apps have a very negative impact. And there are lots and lots of different reasons,
But
we already described them in our previous video, so please go ahead and watch it.
both of us have used dating apps, and on our mental health, we both agreed that they had a very bad impact.
Very bad impact. So we are going to share our experience. So we used dating apps in Kiev, Ukraine, Dubai, London,
Austria.
So we can Vienna, Austria. So we can tell you about the experience in these four countries. And we have received a very interesting comment, and we are going to discuss it now. So Yulia, the question is,
I didn't read this comment, so
what are the differences depending on the size of the city of the progressive versus conservative countries, and which you prefer?
okay, interesting question. So I think most of the places we've been are progressive. I've on in Dubai on the app I talked only to Westerners, to be honest. So
But still, I consider Dubai conservative
okay.
country.
So in Dubai, I must say that most people didn't want to meet. I think now that one of the reasons is because it's very difficult in Dubai to. So we said in the previous video that most men on the apps are there for fun. And in Dubai, as you know, it's impossible to kiss someone,
Hold hands in
hold
public.
hands, and something like that. So
Hug
I
in
think
public.
men have less reason to meet on dating apps if they are there not for a serious relationship. But because, okay, I've never been offered sex straight away. Like, no,
In Dubai?
no, in general. So if you're not
Straight away, no, but after the first
no,
date,
in Dubai,
yes.
because if it's Europe, you can be
If
still
if it's
touched and
Europe,
something like
yeah,
that.
but let's be honest, in Dubai, men only wanted to, not all
Text.
of them, but most of them wanted
To
only to
text.
text.
That's why I'm saying
I
that
have
they
a
didn't want to meet; they wanted to text.
I had a very interesting example of a guy. He was texting all of the time. Then we agreed to meet. And then one day prior to the day when we had to meet, he pretended like he forgot. So he said, "Oh, I forgot about that, but I think that we'll have to cancel because I had to make a reservation. I didn't, blah, blah, blah." I said, "I'm not looking for a pen pal. So let us please still meet in real life." And he was clearly unhappy. He was clearly
I think you
unhappy
didn't
with
say
that.
let meet. You said that
No, I
you don't
insisted
need
to meet.
I think you said that there is no point of us
Or I
to
said there is
text
no
each
point.
other, and then he said let's
And
meet.
then he
But
said,
you
"Let's
said
meet."
I'm not interested in texting, and he said
But we met in real life, and after that he was texting non-stop, and he was extremely funny. He was with a very good sense of humor. But after the first date, he didn't invite me anywhere, so he just wanted to text.
Do you remember you also said that he was very different on the date? Like he was very
quiet,
quite completely different personality.
Completely different personality.
You could tell that he felt very confident in texting, but not confident.
100%. So this is my experience in Dubai. I met very few people. It was very difficult to meet someone. I think dating in Dubai is way more difficult than in London, but I think it's difficult in London, but in Dubai it's horrible. It's just very difficult.
But also I wonder, is it because there are lots of escorts in Dubai?
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably we're also not the type of guys that live
Girls.
in Dubai. We are, as girls, we are not the
For the girls.
type,
Yeah.
because girls that are considered beautiful and attractive in Dubai,
Lots of
they kind
makeup.
of
Yeah.
look like Kim Kardashian. They're super luxurious, tons of makeup, lots of jewelry, luxury, expensive bags, clothing. They are very attractive. They are very confident. They are very sexy, and
Yeah.
we have such a different personality. I think, honestly, I'm sure that for them, I'm just ugly and horrible and with a weird sense of humor, and I'm like considered what, like, it's so like boring. So I have for sure I have more chances to meet someone in Europe, 100%.
If we compare, for example, Kiev to London, we can't really compare. We are not going to be objective because, to be honest, in Kiev, I don't think that we were that much after a serious relationship. Okay,
Not
not we
only
were not
after a serious
we're not for
relationship.
fun, but there were a lot of foreigners, and they were there for a couple of days, and it was okay for us to meet in a group, so it wasn't like one date. There was a group of girls and guys, and we maybe went to a club together, very amicable, nothing sexual. So it was very, very different, I think, compared to here. I think also in Kiev, you understand straight away that this person is going to home country and you don't really have the expectations. Because we
Yes.
could have met like only for dinner, talk, pay ourselves, and like without any expectations. I think here there is more pressure.
Yeah, but also the good thing about that in Kiev was that everyone asked straight away. Nobody wanted to text nonstop. In London, there are lots and lots and lots of texters, and you understand that these people they're there just to text. They are super bored and they are just texting nonstop, and it's emotionally draining to like be fun. First day you're fun, and then you're like really tired of this conversation, and then you're just, oh my god, I can't be like, what did you eat for breakfast and how was your day if I haven't met you. The interesting fact is that I met my friend that lived in Italy, and she told me, Lena, you don't understand it, in Italy it's so much worse. They text nonstop and they are like, amore, what did you have for breakfast, what did you have for lunch, what did you have, and I had
Okay.
this and that, and they send you pictures of their lunch, pictures of their breakfast. Person sends you this and you haven't even met this person in real life, so it's so much worse than here. But what I want to say, interesting things about Brits, right? Very interesting. First of all, if you don't drink, this is an issue. I was told more than once that at the end of the date I received this feedback. The date was nice. The guy was very nice and polite, and I was really happy that he gave me this feedback. It was very amicable, and he said, I need to tell you one thing. I was like, what? He said, you know what, I was very sad when in the beginning of the date you said that you're not going to drink. I was like, why? And he said, because for me it was very difficult. I couldn't relax the whole date. I couldn't joke. I couldn't be more myself. And because for us British people, it's very difficult not to drink, because they say it's not like I'm saying, they said very often that they are socially awkward. And for me, it was very difficult to have this conversation with you.
Okay, can I tell you also my experience? I don't drink at all, like nothing. And I was told exactly the same thing by not a British guy, so I'm not quite sure it's only problem with British men. I think in general a lot of people prefer to drink, especially on the first date, to be more relaxed. And the interesting thing for me was that this guy, we had a date, he agreed to go for like I think lunch or something like that. And then a couple of times he kept asking me out, and then but he was very clear that, oh, but let's go for drinks. And every single time I told him I don't drink at all, he told me that we are going to be on different vibes and he doesn't want to go somewhere that doesn't involve drinking. So I was shocked, to be honest, because that just means that you are not interested in person. And if you can't relax and be yourself without alcohol, what are we going to drink all the time in order for you to feel that it's fun?
Yeah. Second thing, bluntness. We are from Ukraine, and we're considered Eastern Europeans very blunt. I very often I I can sense it when I joke, and the guy, he's shocked. Like he's shocked because
To be honest, I
it's
think we shock a lot of people with.
maybe it's us. I'm not saying that the problem is him. Maybe the problem is in me.
I'm
I'm
not
just
saying. I
saying
mean,
that
like, it's not only on dates.
it's not only on dates, but I didn't experience this in Ukraine. In Ukraine, I was joking all of the time, and here I understand that I stopped joking on the dates because I understand that lots of people they feel uncomfortable. Then, what I also understood that people do not like to discuss serious stuff. They wanted, maybe it's my problem because I love discussing serious topics even on the first date. Maybe that's why I'm not very
No, but
fun.
to be
But
honest, with serious topic, we talked about this. I have the same opinion. I think
nobody wants to discuss anything
very
serious.
rare that you feel ready to discuss serious topics on first date because you don't really know the person. So, like, I don't know. But if you don't mind, let's move to next comments.
Sure.
We have so many interesting ones.
Next question.
The sooner you realize 80% of women are searching for the same 10% of men,
Agree.
all of your observations, frustrations, and speculation will begin to make sense. Your complaints are rooted in your own collective behavior.
Agree.
It's funny that the men that are highly in demand don't find commitment appealing. Lol.
Agree. I'm sure that women swipe same people because let's say our like perception of like attractive guy usually is the same. So I agree that women swipe less than men, and I think probably a big problem is that those men they're swiped quite a lot, and they understand that they are attractive and they don't want to commit.
This is exactly what another person told us. They are swiping on the nice looking men who are willing to say whatever they need to say to smash and dash. Hence, why so many women have dated narcissistic men who cheated on them.
100%.
When 80% of women matched with 2%, 2.5% of men, what do you expect to happen?
No, nothing good. Yeah.
Also, I was very surprised and shocked, to be honest, to find out from most of the, like, a lot of comments said the same thing, that men have very few dates.
And very few matches also.
Very few matches. I was actually very, very surprised. And we talked about this also today. Lena told me about her friend that went to, don't remember where, in Europe for a holiday, and she had dates every single night. And that made me think,
we know girls that had we know one girl that we met recently with her, and she said that she has how many 3 or 4 days
a day.
and it's like a job for her. She goes to like 3 or 4, but as a girl I agree that this is possible. You can have 3, 4 dates a day. It's not always, of course, it's not quality, it's quantity, but still it's possible. For men, I was really surprised to know that this is difficult. This is difficult to even receive a match.
Another thing is also very interesting, that women are very selective compared to men, which is also very strange. And then men have less dates and matches if women are more selective.
Do you really think that women are more selective? We know girls that are not selective at all.
I'm very selective, so
you are selective, but a lot of our friends are not selective at all. They almost every single guy that we see, they say, "Oh, he's so attractive. He's so attractive. This one is attractive, and this one, and this one, and
okay,
this one."
But one of the comments says you'll see things like women only swipe right 5% of the times, and I agree about that. Maybe even less. Men do 95%. I'm shocked, to be honest. I'm really, really shocked. Then it just explains why no one puts any effort into what they're saying on dating apps, because usually it's like generic phrases and "Hi, how are you doing?" and then a week no one's answer, and then something the same, "How was your weekend? How was your night?" Something
and
like
it's
that.
So like it's so boring. What I can say, what comments really surprised me, is that guys told us that usually these are women that end relationships. Honestly, shocked. I don't
But
know.
I knew
Do you
this.
know at least one woman from your social circle that ended the relationship?
Yes, I knew these statistics and I agree. For example, I know that women express the desire to get a divorce more than men.
Okay, but from your social circle, do you know at least one woman who ended first the relationship?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
Okay,
But
another then question. How many men you know that ended their relationships first? More than women. More. Women, what I can say from our social circle, they close eyes. If something bad happens, they are just like, so I was very, very shocked and surprised. Honestly, I was shocked and surprised that guys think differently.
okay, one thing I must say that made me very upset, that the comments about men, that they look for romance only with women who are not older than 25. There are a lot of comments about that, that if you're in your 40s, that the men in their 40s should look for women in their 20s and not older.
Oh, Oh.
There were a lot of negative comments that if you are in your 30s and you don't have a partner, then means that you either wasted your life on drugs, sex,
But this was a weird comment.
losers. Yeah, we are still reading all of them. So this is also very interesting because women don't see men who are not in their relationship in their 30s or 40s like they have wasted their life on someone before. But it seems like men want someone young without negative experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think most of the people on comments agree that the best age and place to find your partner is when you're in your early 20s. It's
Agree.
usually through friends or in the university. It's not dating apps. In my opinion, dating apps are dead, and the negative impact of dating apps is insane. If I had a choice, I would never use dating apps. I'm in a relationship right now. I'm very, very lucky because I never want to go back to dating apps. I think they make you miserable. Like for me, it was, we met on dating app, by the way. So there are positive experiences, but I think the choice of men was very, very limited. And I understand why, because I agree women are very selective. And also I agree that women don't swipe on nice guys. They have so many other things they look, which are not that important, to be honest.
Can I ask then a question? So I agree that it's better to look for a partner in when you're in your 20s. I agree. But then also the sad truth is that most of our friends that found a partner in their 20s and are married now would want theoretically to get a divorce. True or not?
True.
So
And a lot of these people are actually using
so the
dating
question
apps.
is, where should they find a partner?
We've discussed this, that we know a lot of married people who don't want to leave their husbands and wives because they want to find someone else first, and they are on dating apps. And this, I think, is extremely not fair to people who are single. Where should they find? I have no idea, to be honest. I think it sounds really good. It's perfect to be introduced by someone else. That never happened to me, so great. It's like, for me, it's like the same as you watch a love story in their romantic rom-com.
Yeah.
People also meet on the streets, and I know, I don't believe in things like that because it never happened to me. In university, to be honest, you're in university for like what, 5 years?
Yeah,
Then
but
it's
you
such
can
a-
meet someone, you can meet
You
someone,
can,
you
but-
can get married, but then life happens to you. And then at some point you feel like, I want to get the divorce. Then what happens? Where are you supposed to go and find this person?
There are not so many options. I read a lot of comments that people say it's better to find a hobby and meet someone
through
there.
hobby,
I
yeah.
think this is actually much better than dating apps because you already know how this person looks. You can have a conversation before you're going out on
Yeah.
a date. You feel already if there is chemistry, so you're already prepared what you're going to see on a date. It's much worse when you arrive at the date and the person is shorter, older, things like this. I think hobbies.
Yeah, I agree. I also read that running clubs are also trending now to meet other people. So in any case, we can talk non-stop about this topic. This is very interesting, but we have to go. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave comments. They're very, very valuable to us. And see you later. Thank you.